Hey everyone, Humsy Plays here, and this is episode review of Pokemon Sun and Moon, episode 138, the finals, the ultimate rival showdown. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode, and I think the battle went well. There were a few slow parts with Melmetal's double Iron Bash animation that kept on being reused, but I mean, it was a cool animation, so I didn't really mind it. And I was a bit disappointed that Melmetal didn't really get any wins, but he still seemed like he put in a lot of work and he got a lot of damage on Silvally, and Pikachu was able to finish off Silvally without taking any damage. I thought the battle between Silvally and Pikachu was more intense, and Ash told Pikachu to dodge the attack using Quick Attack, and I thought that was really nice. And then Ash's strategy with using Electro Web and bouncing off the Electro Web and hitting Silvally with the Iron Tail, that was really nice. And then Silvally got knocked out, and Silvally is not a Pokemon you see get knocked out a lot. In the beginning of the episode, we see Professor Oak and Ash's mom come to Alola, and then we get to see Meltan evolve. We also see Gladion training his Pokemon, and we see Gladion's mom and Lily come out to support him. It's nice that we're also seeing Gladion's side of things. So then we see Ash's reaction to Melmetal after that scene, and he seems really excited for Melmetal, and then Melmetal displays his double Iron Bash attack, and Melmetal seems really excited for his newfound abilities and his newfound power and strength, and he keeps on flexing his muscles, sort of like Buzzwole. And then Rowlet sees Melmetal, and then he is surprised that Meltan evolved, and then Rowlet finds a home inside of Melmetal's body, and that's nice. And we get this nice shot of Ash's team, and there was a lot of good graphics in this episode, and this is a pretty well animated episode. So we see that Ash's Torracat and Rowlet are sitting out, so this is going to be a 3 versus 3 battle, which is kind of strange because we usually see full battles in the finals, but this is only a 3 versus 3, so this makes me think even more that Ash is gonna win. I like that they show Ash and Gladion's previous battles, like it makes it seem more epic. So we also get to see Team Rocket here planning something, and they're building this machine, so we're gonna be seeing this machine they're building eventually, and I wonder if they're going to be interrupting the battle, or maybe a future battle they'll be interrupting. But yeah, this is foreshadowing that Team Rocket is going to be doing something. Mr. Mime is also recording Ash's battle, so yeah, it's going to be sad if Ash loses this battle and Mr. Mime has it on video. And it's kind of strange, we don't really see this too often. Like in the previous leagues, we haven't seen like Ash's mom and Mr. Mime come out to the league and watch Ash battle, so this makes it seem a little bit more important, and I like that they're doing this, but I hope that means that Ash might win this league, because we still don't know if Ash is going to win or not. And I mean, signs are pointing to Ash winning this time. I mean, everything points to Ash winning, and it makes sense for Ash to win, but you never know with these things, and I don't want to get my hopes up, and I don't want to get my hopes up just to be disappointed again, because that happened with the Kalos League, and yeah, I was very disappointed with that. So then we get Ash's Melmetal come out here. Seems that Ash's Melmetal is sort of inexperienced, and he is excited to get into the battle. So we see Ash surprised in the beginning because Melmetal is just rushing into battle. But I don't think this really affects the battle that much. It just shows that Melmetal is a little bit inexperienced. In the beginning we see Silvally dodging Melmetal's attacks, but then Melmetal gets off a flash cannon on Silvally, and it looks like Silvally takes a lot of damage from Melmetal. We do see a lot of animations for double Iron Bash and just Melmetal spinning around. But yeah, I like that we get to see Ash spinning his arm around, and we also see Melmetal spinning his same arm. So yeah, those two are like totally in sync while they're still in the battle. But yeah, Silvally gets some Crush Claws on Melmetal, and it seems like it does a lot of damage on Melmetal. And it seems like Silvally hit Melmetal's weak point, his eyeball. We see some black goo dropping off of Melmetal's eye, so I think that means that he's getting damaged. And you know, the Meltans within him can feel the damage. So then Ash also notices this, and I like that Ash is sort of more in sync with Melmetal, and he's trying to take advantage of Melmetal's battling style, not trying to push Melmetal to do things he can't do. And he really knows Melmetal as a Pokemon, and yeah, he's just using Melmetal the best that he can, even though we do see him say use double Iron Bash a lot. I think that's one of Melmetal's only moves. Like, Melmetal doesn't really have that much moves that he can use. Yeah, but once Gladion realizes that attacking Melmetal's weak point is the way to go, then Gladion seems like he puts the fighting disc into Silvally, and then Silvally starts to go in on Melmetal, and Silvally gets a lot more hits on Melmetal, and at some point I thought that Melmetal was down, but then we see Melmetal barely get back up. But I mean, at this point he's basically almost defeated. And yeah, then we see another standoff between Silvally and Melmetal, and I like that they did this standoff, but then we see Melmetal fall down and Melmetal is unable to battle. And yeah, I mean, it seems like Melmetal wasn't used to battling yet, and he was still very inexperienced, and he also seemed really tired in this battle, and it was just too much for Melmetal. So yeah. And then Pikachu comes out, Ash's main Pokemon. It seems like Ash is more serious now, so now the battle gets a little bit more intense with Ash and Gladion going back and forth. And then, like, Silvally is very fast, so Ash isn't able to get any hits on him really. But then Ash comes up with this strategy of using Electro Web and catapulting Pikachu off of it, and then Pikachu gets off an Iron Tail on Silvally, and luckily Melmetal's efforts didn't go to waste, and we see Silvally get knocked out just after one Iron Tail. So yeah, it seems like Melmetal did put in a lot of work into the battle with Silvally, so Pikachu was able to finish it off. Yeah, we see Ash put his finger under his nose like usual. That's one of Ash's traits when he is being complimented, or if he's feeling shy or embarrassed, we see him put his finger under his nose. I mean, we've seen that before in the X and Y series too, where people would compliment him or someone would thank him, and he would just put his finger under his nose and be like, oh, it's nothing. That is nice. We get to see Ash's signature finger under his nose trait, you know. So then Gladion chooses his Lycanroc, and this is actually his Zoroark. Gladion starts off by using Night Days, and everyone is like confused, like, how does Lycanroc know Night Days? And then Lily is the one who figures out that it's probably Zoroark. But yeah, Pikachu gets hit by Night Days, and Ash is also confused. He doesn't seem to figure it out yet. But eventually Pikachu is able to land a Thunderbolt on Lycanroc, and then Zoroark's illusion wears off, and then we see that Gladion is using Zoroark. I like that we're getting a battle with Zoroark, because I feel like Zoroark didn't really get a good representation back in the Best Wishes series, and we didn't really see a lot of good battles with Zoroark. Like, Zoroark was sort of like the Lucario equivalent of the Unova region, or he was supposed to be, I guess, but I mean, he didn't really get much time to shine, so I'm glad that he's getting a battle now, and that he is like back in the series. Like, Zoroark is a really cool Pokemon, and he's just like not really utilized that much, and like we see Lucario all the time, but we barely get to see Zoroark. It's nice to see Zoroark here, and the Phantom Champion Z himself. If you remember back then, they had that movie. So yeah, I'm more excited for next week's episode and to find out who wins, Ash or Gladion. I'm rooting for Ash. I'm going to be rooting for Ash, and I think he has a good chance of winning this time. And just everything is pointing to Ash winning. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know if you think Ash could win. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.